Welcome to Get Fact.
Hello.
Hello.
That was a bit late, that wasn't it, starting off?
I know, yeah.
I was trying to turn it down halfway through, but I was like...
You need to turn down on me because you blasted my ears out.
What do you mean? We're talking as well.
Loud.
Is it?
Just trying to clear them out.
Right, so which one are you on? 2?
I don't know.
2, aren't you? Oh, green.
You've got all the controls.
I know, are you on green? What colour is that? Black? Oh, it's all blue.
This is blue.
Red. Okay. Is that right? Is
That's better.
that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you.
I've got deaf ears, me. Like, I like it loud, me. So I can't hear anything. How about you both? Anyway, we've got Tom in the house.
Yeah, it's been a while,
I
hasn't
thought you were still muted then. I couldn't hear you then.
Hello?
Yeah, there he is.
There we go.
How are you,
in my
Sam?
mouth, there we go.
How have you been?
Not too bad, just very busy.
When's the last one you was on? Like Christmas?
Just before Christmas, wasn't
Was it the Christmas
It
episode?
was a Christmas
Christmas
episode,
yeah.
Yeah. Because you was wearing Stu's hat, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I was wearing the reindeer one.
Right. And today we've got a guest coming on.
We have.
The wonderful Sarah Hime. It's Hime time, officially.
Hime time.
Yeah. Officially Hime time.
Hime time.
Yeah. Last week I told you I struggle for content.
Yeah.
I think I've got loads this time. And we've got a guest on, so I probably won't need it. On the... Sarah said, thank you, see you soon. Whoop, whoop. Yep, she'll be on soon.
Yes.
If you're listening, in about 20 minutes' time. 17 to be precise, but by the time it's edited, it'll be 15, something like that. Starting off, what makes babies dance to music naturally? If they've
The
never,
beat?
If they've never been shown how to dance, like why is it built into humans to dance?
That's a good question, that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you go back to ancient times of like, hunter and gatherers,
Yeah,
then babies come out and dance to like, dum, 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 and babies just start smiling like, hey! You know what I mean?
That is
It must go back
weird, actually.
way back when. I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Might just be...
Because no other animal does that, does it? Really? It's mainly like primate. And so like monkeys, gorillas and that, they probably do it.
Well, I know parents typically... Like, the babies typically follow off their parents' movements, so...
Yeah.
Maybe if they're just, for whatever reason, dancing in the living room.
What, when the baby's in the tummy, you mean, or?
No,
Or just watching them?
Watching them.
Right.
Yeah, when they're born, they'll
Yeah.
watch every move, everything they do.
Right.
That's how they learn.
But what I mean is like, even if you didn't see anyone dancing, they still dance. It's like they know how to do this, to just flapping their arms around.
That one I'm not too sure about. I have no
My
idea.
daughter used to do that, my eldest daughter.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You never think like,
We
where
used-
have you learned that?
We used to have her in the car seat. She was maybe about 3, 4, maybe 5.
Right.
And Black and Gold would come on. You know,
Oh
the
yeah,
sound-
black and
Yeah.
gold.
So as it starts off at the beginning with like ding, ding, and then the beat kicks in like doom, 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 and she'd just be bouncing up and down on the back of the car. Like that.
Yeah.
So-
Where's that come from?
So every time it comes on now, everybody does it when she's in the car with us or in the house or something. We all sit there doing like that. Ding,
Dancing away.
and then my youngest, I put some Queen on just in the background just to play, and she'd be rocking away.
Right. So she's a Queen lover.
I don't know about
Do-
now.
Do you reckon music do you like music based on what you've listened to when they was younger? Kids.
I think that's an influence.
Yeah,
I mean,
influence it.
I mean, I don't know if about you guys, but I never grew up in a musical household.
Oh, did you not?
I don't mean like parents can play music or anything. I mean just like music in general.
Right.
There was no background music or
Yeah.
anything like that. I got my musical influence off my sister.
Right.
It was because through her playing music.
That's mad, isn't it?
Mm.
I definitely grew up in a music household. That's why I like Meatloaf.
Right, okay.
No, everyone likes Meatloaf, do they? It's a bit of a...
No, I don't mind Meatloaf. I
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
listening to the album, like.
Right. Like a Bat Out of Hell. That's the
Classic
album.
that. Classic
Yeah.
album.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Can't get it on Spotify, you know.
You know?
You sure?
No, you can only get the live version. You can't get the real...
I played mine. Played it the other day.
Are you sure? Because
You
every
don't
time I
use
search it, it's got
Spotify though, do you?
live version.
I use Amazon.
Remember when we had the work playlist?
Yeah.
Well, I tried searching on there, but it was all live versions.
Let's see if I can get it on here.
Don't know if there's some kind of copyright version.
Try Malt Loaf.
Malt loaf. What's that?
It's the vegetarian version of Meatloaf.
Oh,
There you go, batter.
I thought it was like a Spotify.
Yeah.
Like a dodgy Spotify.
as well.
Battery to Hell. Is that the real one?
It
Or is
doesn't
it
say
live?
anything about
It's-
live.
it's-
If you
live
scroll
one.
down to the first songs, or
Bat Out
does
of
it
Hell.
say? Is that the real one?
Yeah, 7 songs, 46 minutes.
Right. I thought the dodgy
1977.
version. They must have recently added it.
You must have Mollo.
Yeah, the dodgy versions. Yeah. Here's a little fact that I found out recently, which is coming to handy, which I didn't know about. If you flash them temporary lights, it changes them to green.
They do, yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was well intrigued by it. I was like, oh, next time I see them, I've not seen them since. They was everywhere to work, and now they've all gone. Want to try it?
Yeah, if you got like you say, temporary lights or
Mm.
contraflows with lights in and stuff like that, as you approach them with a flash, and it speeds up the
Yeah, it thinks that there's more cars than there is, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird, that. Everyone's going to be flashing each other and
And sometimes it works with normal street lights.
Yeah, I got told that as well, normal lights.
Right.
As long as
Sometimes
they've
it
got a
works.
sensor on top of them, apparently. A little
Yeah,
red
yeah.
sensor.
Yeah.
Right. It's interesting, that.
He's still there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Just going mental on its own. This is old news from March in 2023, but I find it funny. A man wielding dual raw steaks slaps diners in the face at a vegan restaurant, yelling, "If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding."
What?
Do you reckon he's a nutcase? He's had enough, hasn't he? He's at breaking point
I
with all the
think he has,
veganism.
Yeah.
That's breaking point for anybody getting slapped with a steak.
He heard about all this new, like, genders and stuff like that. He's like, I've had enough. The vegans are getting it. Just slapping vegans.
I
at
think
face
it is
steaks.
becoming a lot though. So do you know what? I don't blame him.
What do you mean he's getting a bit too much? All this, like,
Yeah,
what is it? Gen Z. It's not even Gen Z anymore, is it?
I
It's a new one.
I don't know what it is.
What-
whatever
new-
it
the
is
new
now.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's too old generation for me. And
No,
I'm only 21.
Tom's old. Old
I'm
news,
only
mate.
21, and even I don't understand this.
Yeah. Well, my son's in the peak of it, like all, but luckily he's not interested in it. So
Yeah, hopefully you'll get him on the downturn.
he did
Yeah.
say to me the other day that he's got a friend that's a girl and a boy. Well, that's what they say, but I think it's a boy. That's what he said to me. So he's like, he doesn't understand it, but he's guessing based on looks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you a trans at like 9?
You know what? I don't know.
I have
I don't
no
even
idea.
want to think about it.
Neither do I.
I was still like comparing Pokemon cards. Do you know what I mean? Working out life.
Yeah,
Stuff
I
like
was-
that.
No, yeah.
I was still breaking off sticks off a tree just to slap people.
Oh yeah, making tree houses and stuff.
Yeah. Being an actual kid.
I'm a lady. No, you're not. You're playing for Man United, you bugger.
It's like that joke, isn't it? I can't remember what the guy's name was, and he's on stage, and he goes like, in the 80s, women had a full bush. Full bush in the 80s. 90s, it was a landing strip. The 2000s, it was bald. 2024, 23, 24, cock.
Yeah. It's evolved.
Oh, I fear what it'll be in the next few years then.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Onto helicopter crash causes. I don't know, that's a bit depressing, like, but what I just thinking about it the other day when an helicopter went bust. What causes helicopters to crash, you think?
Technical
Stat
errors,
wise.
pilot
What would
error.
you say is number one?
I say pilot error.
What would you say?
Turbine.
Turbine.
Sorry, this secondary one, you know, the one at the back.
What?
Because you got a big one on the top and you
Oh
have a
yeah,
small
the little
on
one.
the back. The little one.
So technical
That's a
difficulties.
stabilising
Yeah.
motor.
Yeah, that's the one.
No. You kidding?
See,
It's
he knows
stabilising.
everything.
I've got my helicopter outside, I'll show you.
That's what he's gaming. He's gaming helicopter on us. No, but he was right. Yeah, helicopter crashes causes by pilot error is
Pilot error?
68%.
Wow.
And just think, I'm shit scared of helicopters when in theory I should be scared of people.
I'd love to go in a
Do you know
helicopter.
what I mean? It's the people
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
them that I should be scared of, not the helicopter.
I know, yeah.
That means that I'm not going abroad again then.
I'd love to have a fly in a helicopter.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd love to have a go at flying a helicopter as well.
Would you not be scared?
No.
Based on like people like, who was it that died, that basketball player and stuff?
Kobe Bryant.
You know, that's rich people dying in them.
Yeah, yeah.
So, how good was his
That-
pilot?
that
and he
wasn't-
still died?
That wasn't pilot error, actually. That was,
Was
the
it?
stability blade
It's
at
not
the
what the
back.
stats say.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen his autopsy
Yeah.
report as well?
Second is technical failures, 20%. And third is weather, 8%.
Weather. That'd
Yeah.
be like lightning or something like that.
Most crashes happen en route or while manoeuvring. So, where else would it?
I was going to say,
happen?
where it just all of a
Either
sudden.
station still
You
or
just
on the
crash
move.
while you're
Where
staying
else
still, yeah.
is it going to crash?
Well, I think they mean like they crash if something happens. Like, I don't know where I'm going with that, to be honest. It was there.
In his head, he was walking down like a tunnel and it was a dead end then. He's like, oh, shit. There's no tunnels here.
Gone.
Yeah, it's, same with planes as well. Mainly pilot error.
Yeah, I asked myself, I'm never going abroad again then.
Yeah. So pretty soon you just get AI, wouldn't you? And then you get rid of all that error. You know, we're trying to save our jobs, but at the end of the day, we're not doing a good job of it. If we can cut 68% down to nothing, then I'm sorry, you're going to lose your job.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Although I don't think it'll be a very easy turn.
Well, it'd be scary.
Exactly.
Imagine if a terrorist takes over AI. Boop, 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 boop. I'm flying it now. I am your new captain. Ahmed.
today.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's the new captain.
I know. That's my go-to character, that, isn't it? And him with a beard and the terrorist bombing him.
Get to the chopper.
I was going to say,
No, not your chopper. No, you bloody
AI's in the
terrorist.
helicopter, get into my chopper.
Yeah. AI is coming though.
It's coming. It's just not going to be an easy transition for most people.
It's going to be scary. It is good. They're saying it's not going to take jobs. It is going to take jobs.
If they've watched
Of course it
anything
is.
like Battlestar Galactica and iRobot, they won't be doing it.
Which one's that?
Robots taking over, essentially.
Yeah, I know I
The
Robot.
Xylons.
What else did you say then?
iRobot.
I Robot and what?
Oh, Battlestar Galactica. It was a
Oh,
sci-fi about
was it?
robots.
Right.
The Xylons.
Any good?
Yeah.
Well, I
Silence.
watched it in the 80s. The late, is it like 70s, 80s? I watched the
Late
original.
70s,
but then
right.
77.
they rebranded it in the
2003.
noughties.
Right. Have you watched Ex Machina?
Yes.
Have you? Any good? I got told
It's
it's
a bit
really
slow.
good.
It's a bit slow.
think-
It's a slow burner, but it is a good film.
Isn't it that
Doesn't he
woman
fall in love with her?
AI?
Yeah.
I think
Right.
I've actually seen it.
It's-
When it
it-
first come out, though, a long time
It is a
ago.
good film.
It's all right.
Do you reckon you could fall in love with a robot
No.
if you didn't have a girlfriend? She's not going to listen to this, Tom. It's all right. You're safe. You're in a safe zone.
No, I don't think I could.
We won't tell anyone.
I mean, could you, Stu? I could. If there's something that looks like a human that's just
Oh.
for you,
if there's got
every need for you.
You just want it for your pleasure.
if it,
Yeah, well, pleasure. And not only that, it's like going to the house. It's like, okay.
if it's
and then
that's what I mean.
gone.
If the program's it's got all the functions on it, yeah, great.
You know, if it's found someone out to play, she's not going to go, why do you keep leaving this? It's going to go, I will move this for you,
If,
sir.
if it's not programmed to mow,
I work every day. Come home to this.
if it's not programmed to mow, I'm game.
But eventually, I reckon you'll get bored and not get moaned on. You'll be trying to kick a fight off.
Then you can just turn around and say, "Do me a favour, just moan."
Yeah. Pick a fight with me, will
I
you?
moan for 1 hour.
Yeah. You don't feel real because you don't moan at her. That's a human.
Maybe men will start looking younger then.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe my hairline will start coming back.
Stress.
Yeah, everyone have a hair, wouldn't they? No bald people around. Oh, we shouldn't talk about that.
Future cure to baldness.
Get rid of women. Oh dear.
AI.
Bloody hell. We'll get a feminist coming after us.
Last Sarah when she comes.
Yeah. Do you reckon you can be replaced for a robot? Yeah, that'll go down well, wouldn't it? Well,
We
we've
could
got
ask
5
her
minutes.
the reverse question of what would you like
Would
a husband?
Have a robot husband if you weren't married, Howard? Yeah, we could do, couldn't we?
Yeah.
There you go.
First question when she answers. She'd be like,
Hello,
what
straight
have
into a robot.
we done here? What have we done here?
Straight into it.
Straight into it. Should we pause it and have a minute and wait till she comes on?
Yeah.
It's always awkward, isn't it?
So,
Like
yeah.
talking away and then she comes like, beep. Oh,
All right, then, hello.
so yeah, I'm just going to have a brew and then we'll
Cue the
we'll be
music
on,
and then see you in a bit.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
Adios.
Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, right.
Hello.
How are
Good
you?
to see you guys. Good. How are you?
You're great. You look different for some reason.
Oh, you know what? I do have glasses on today, which I probably didn't the last time I
No.
was on. And people always really notice when I have my glasses on. So I must look really different.
Yeah, we was just like, oh, she's not on yet. She must be running late or something.
I'm so sorry. I should have messaged you. I'm just like sitting in the waiting room like, oh, they must just be chatting away. I should have messaged you sooner.
I looked at the phone and I was like, oh, different links. Oh, crap. I sent you an old link. Thanks.
Sat there thinking, like, oh, does she think it's going to be 8 o'clock in our time as well?
Yeah.
Googling
Yeah, oh, yeah.
everything.
Oh, sorry, you've not met Tom yet, have you?
Hello.
No, I haven't. Hey.
So Tom's been around since the first episode, but he was only around to play a game on the phone.
Yeah.
But he's officially in the podcast now.
Oh,
officially-
nice. Awesome.
He's been promoted.
I've got
Congratulations.
well, it's not even admin status really. It's just sat in the corner status.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how was your Christmas?
It was really good. It was nice. It was very relaxing. So that was nice. Like just a lot of family time, and we
Right.
play a lot of games and watch a lot of movies and just eat food.
That's I think
It
that's
was
what we
nice.
all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
just
all right.
got fed up of eating.
Yeah. Time to start losing it now.
That's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
hardest bit, isn't it? Trying to lose that weight.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
New year, new you.
Yeah.
That's when all of the New Year's resolutions come in.
I'm still waiting for my resolution to kick in.
Yeah.
So do you want to do like an introduction?
Should we do an introduction, then we'll start it?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I'll do what I did last time.
Okay.
All the way over from Canada, and star of the show Pink is in. Welcome, Sarah Hime. Hime time.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Time time, yeah. So how has Pinky's in been? Have you been recording more or?
We haven't been recording anymore yet. Things are going well. Like the show is getting a lot of attention, and so we're hopeful that that means soon we're going to be back to filming again. We're keeping our fingers crossed to be shooting season 4
Okay.
soon.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's been really cool actually. Every time I turn around, it seems like the show is available in another country, and we're finding out like now you can. So of course you can see us in Canada on Bell 5 TV and in the UK and the US on Amazon Prime, but now we're also on Tubi in the US, Mexico, and Australia.
Right.
So it seems like the show just keeps spreading. We get to more places where people can watch. And actually just this week, 2 of the show's creators were on a cable channel here in Hamilton where we shoot the show, being interviewed about the show, and that same channel actually aired our Christmas episode all during the holiday season, maybe 10 or 15 times. So it seems like it's just garnering more and more attention. So we're just hoping that means season 4 is around the corner.
Have you heard your the Mexican version? Like, if they translated it into Mexican?
You know what? I don't know actually, because
That'd be interesting. though.
That's a good one.
I could just imagine. I could just imagine.
I never thought about that.
I could just imagine Sarah Hime's character there going, "¿Dónde
Talking like Escobar.
Gracias."
With some other dubbed voice.
Yeah.
My voice, my face at all. Yeah, I never actually thought about that. It's funny because the way Tubi works is it can tell where you're located. And
Right.
so I've tried, when it first went to Tubi in the US, I tried to log in to see if I could see the show. But when I click on Pink is in, it says you can't view this because you're in Canada. And so it won't even show me the episodes or anything.
Right.
So
Right.
I have no idea if is it just in English there or has it been dubbed over? I don't know. Or subtitles, I guess.
I wonder how that works. The subtitles, like, does the company who's showing the film, add the subtitles themselves, or
Yeah, I would have thought so.
No,
How does
it's
that work?
Normally the streaming platforms.
is it?
Yeah, it's normally the streaming platforms that do it.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I always kind of wonder that too, because sometimes when you're watching something, the subtitles will be dead on, like exactly
Yeah.
what they're
Yeah.
saying. But every once in a while, you watch it, and what's in the subtitles is not what they're word off or something. And I always wonder, how did that happen? Is it because, like you said, it's the streaming service did it? Or sometimes if you're you can put subtitles on your TV, like if you're watching cable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's usually when it's the most wrong.
Yeah.
And
It's just
like
guessing.
the AI is doing it a bad job
Yeah.
by itself. I don't know.
Or it's someone watching a completely different show while typing on the thing.
Every time you watch something, I'll just turn it off, can have a break. So, have you been doing anything else other than Pinky's in, or is that what you're focused on?
Yes. So truthfully, it's been a bit of a slow year, of course, because of the strikes in Hollywood, which really did affect us in Canada as well. The work just slowed right down. It was a brutal year. And also, we're in our own union dispute in Canada with the commercial agencies as well, and have been for I think it's like 600 days or something.
Yeah, I was
now.
going to say, last time you was on, you was in it, weren't you?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's been going on for a while.
It has not changed.
It's not?
No, so
Nice.
our union is fighting so hard to solve the problem, but it's been so complicated, and the other side is really trying to break the union down. So it's been brutal. So it's been a slow year overall, but thankfully for me, I had a couple projects that I got to do. One is Pink is In. We actually did a live version of it on stage in the summer in the Fringe Festival. We had it was called the Fringe mini series, and it was 20-minute slots for short plays. And so we took characters and situations from the series and did a 20-minute version with a bunch of the characters at the Fringe Festival as a way to just keep garnering interest in the show and getting the word out. So that was really fun because I also hadn't done any theater in a couple of years. So it was cool to bring Kitty Cat to the stage. So that was great.
Well, we did
And then-
sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, because we did actually look into trying to get over there, didn't we?
Oh,
to go see
yeah,
the
yeah.
stage show.
Yeah, I thought. I
expensive.
remember you saying that to me that you were going to see.
The flights were so
It's
expensive.
£900 each, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about 900
For a flight.
Yeah.
To Canada. I was thinking, is there only one airport in Canada?
You're like, wow, how is this so expensive? Oh, that's terrible. Well, and it was only 20 minutes, so if you had spent 900 that wouldn't have felt very worth it for you, I don't think.
But we were going to try and tie it in by maybe trying to record an episode, like a
podcast or
podcast
something.
over there, and try and have a chat with you guys and stuff like that.
It would have been an hour and 20 minutes then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Good money's worth.
Exactly. Well, hopefully, at some point, the tickets will get a little cheaper, and also we'll be doing season 4, and then maybe you can come for and
behind the scenes
see us film or something.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would be really cool.
That's our mission.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you'll ever do a film? Pink is in film? Because that would promote the series as well.
You've got to.
It would. Yeah, actually, the creators are working on, they've already done a teaser for a prequel to Pink is In that is a short film.
Right.
And it's like a heist. And it goes into the background of the character Ruby LaRue, who's Darren's character.
Yeah.
You had Darren on the show. And so I know that they're working on that. And so I haven't heard much more other things that they have in the works other than that short. But this is like a group of people who have so many ideas, and they're so creative and just always working on something. So it wouldn't even surprise me if they have other films and other backstory kind of prequels in the works. But you're right, that's another great way to kind of draw attention to the show. So
Yeah. Brilliant.
That'd be good, though.
It would. Do you find it weird that we have a picture of you on our wall in the UK? I've always wondered that.
Awesome.
I wonder if anyone's got a picture of me on their wall in the world.
Well, I've got a picture of you guys on my phone.
Oh, that's
photo
good
that I took of us.
Yeah, well, I'll settle for that.
Yeah, we'll keep that.
I like your setup. It looks like you kind of have a new setup. With
Yeah, we've completely moved now.
This is new and improved.
New and improved.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, people tend to like it, don't they, when they come in?
Yeah.
Apart from the axe on the wall. They get intimidated by that.
Well, we were saying before, we had a little topic before about AI, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things was, I can't remember what you were saying about it. What was this? What were you saying?
Will robots replace humans?
Oh,
as
that's
partners?
it. Will AI robots replace humans? And then we were on about men and women. So we were talking about AI replacing partners. But we were just thinking from a woman's perspective, would it be great to have an AI husband? If you weren't married, would it be great to have an AI husband that you could literally just dominate?
You know what? It all freaks me out a little bit.
Right.
I think it would have to get better because the only thing I can picture in my mind right now is I've seen some, because this is a big thing in the entertainment industry right now, right? Is the use of AI and how that, all of the ethics around that. And I've seen clips of them using, rather than hiring background actors to play characters,
Yeah.
they'll have an AI version of a person playing this background character. And the only clips I've seen, they've looked so creepy. Like they're always like just off, something is just like not right.
Yeah, the horrible.
And they'll smile and they're like this creepy grin that just so I feel like I have nightmares about these AI robots. So I don't know, they would have to get pretty amazing before it would be worth it.
Apparently they
This is
can't
what I
have
said.
normal hands as well, AI.
You can have what?
They don't have normal hands, so they'll always have like an extra finger to identify that it's AI.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Well,
that's how you identify it.
Yeah, you see that on, like, I've seen kind of AI mistakes.
Yeah.
Where you always see it's something about the hands. The hands
Yeah,
always
they've programmed it so that you can tell the difference, so it can't be conned, so you can't stick your face on a body and pretend it's you.
pretend it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't
be interesting though.
Crazy.
it? So what have you got planned for the new year?
Right now, I'm doing a lot of auditioning. Like, it's kind of audition season, and thankfully, I've had quite a few auditions since the beginning of the year, which is nice. So I'm just seeing what might come about. I did a couple auditions this week and last week, so fingers crossed, maybe I'll hear from something from them. And the other thing is that I did shoot a short film, a small role in a short film in September.
Right.
And so I know they're in the process of editing that as well. So hopefully at some point this year, that's going to be released as well. So yeah, but it's like a wide open space right now, which is exciting, but also can be scary.
So were these auditions for films and TV shows, or either or?
Kind of a mix. Like, I did one right before Christmas. I did one for a Canadian TV series. And then last week it was for an independent short film. And then this week, both of them were commercials. Yeah, so it's been kind of a mix. And then I've been applying to a lot of auditions for theater, because this time of year tends to be when they start casting for the summer theater that's going to happen. So I've been submitting quite a bit, and we'll see what theater stuff I get to audition for.
Right.
Well,
But
over here in England around Christmas time, we have the pantomimes, the Christmas pantomimes.
Yeah.
You should try and get yourself over.
yeah,
The pantomime.
I think about that because we don't have that.
Oh, do you not have them?
Not in the same way. It's not that
Right.
we don't, like, sometimes in summer theater, you'll see pantos in different, like summer stock theater will do pantos, but we don't really have them at Christmas time in the same way
Yeah, it's a big
that I
thing.
see
Yeah, it's
in
a big.
the UK.
Yeah, it's a big thing over here. We've had the Fonz. The Fonz came to Liverpool to the Empire.
Oh,
Right.
cool.
I can't remember his name. Who plays the Fonz?
Oh,
Yeah, well, it was him anyway.
it was him. We know who you mean.
It'll come to me in a minute.
So you've got your own kind of promotion on this show, because every time a new guest comes on and they play Fact or Reset, they always ask who's at the top, and you're still at the top.
Yeah.
So it's like, Sarah Hime, and then we have to explain who you are and stuff. So you got your own promotion on this
Yeah.
show until you're knocked off.
That's fan. Who knew that topping the leaderboard on Get Back would be like an additional promotion
Oh yeah, free promotion.
opportunity for me? I can't believe that I made it to the top and then I'm still at the top.
Yeah.
By this.
By a long
I was
stretch.
gonna
So
say,
by
by
a
a
huge
few,
margin
yeah.
as well.
Wow. That's amazing. How has that been going? Like, has anyone? You said by a long shot,
Yeah.
so people
Well-
aren't getting close.
Well, you're on 8 points.
And Darren's on 5.
The closest is 5.
And that's
Yeah.
Darren still.
So it's you and Darren.
Yeah.
Oh, you're frozen.
Oh, we're frozen.
Oh, hold on. I think you're coming back.
Okay. I think Stu's actually frozen in real life.
Yeah. Okay, you're back. You're back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we were saying Darren's in second place with 5.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Have you ever thought about you doing acting in America or anything like that? Or?
yes. You know what? Like, it's something that's always on my mind because I would love to travel
Yeah.
to work. One of the things is that kind of makes it, well, there's a couple elements that make it a little challenging. One is getting a visa to work, especially in the States, can be challenging, especially if you can't prove that you already have work lined up there. So that's one thing that I've been kind of trying to figure out is what would be the best. And once you apply for a visa, if they reject you, you're kind of out.
Right.
So you kind of want to go, from what I learned from some of my friends who have been going through this process, I think you want to put together the best case you can to work there. But of course, I do know, I have friends, even some people from Pink is In, who kind of go each year and audition there. So I need to learn a little bit more about what that process is like. The other kind of challenge is that it's funny, like every industry is in each city is kind of separate.
Yeah.
You know, like the connections that I've made here in Toronto and in the Canadian industry won't mean really anything. Once I get to LA, that's a completely different community.
So it's like starting all over again.
Yeah, it's kind of like starting
yeah.
all over again. So I think for me, I definitely want to do it. I think what I've been kind of trying to do is build a little bit more of a resume here so that I can get an agent in LA or wherever it might be, and then go there when I've got something, you know, let's say hopefully Pink is In is going to continue to gain more attention, and maybe I can go there and they'll recognize the show and it might help me book some work there as well. So it's kind of like I'm just strategizing on it. But in the meantime, also, I'm really passionate about Canadian film,
Right.
Canadian television and Canadian work. So part of me also really loves being here and the work that's being made here, and kind of want to continue being a part of it, because I think it's important that there's art being made in all cities, like in all places, not just Hollywood, you know? So that's also one thing that always kind of holds me back, because I'm like, oh, maybe I should try for the visa this year. And then I'm like, oh, but there's cool stuff going on in Toronto that I want to be a part of. So I'm kind of, you know, I'm hoping that as I think about it, the right timing will come about, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll get her in touch with Jonas Brenneman.
Yeah.
That director.
Yeah.
Get her in.
Yeah, we had a chat with a director in LA.
Oh, cool.
We had him on.
The Deaf of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was fun, wasn't
He was.
he? It's good. Yeah.
We'll get him in touch.
Yeah, please do. I'm all about the connections.
And then
does he do
and then we'll take a
film,
cut.
TV?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Agency work.
Agent cut.
Yeah.
He did the movie The Deaf of Us. Was the movie he did?
Don't know if you can see that.
Supposed to be.
Oh, I can just see the bottom.
Just see the bottom.
Just the bottom.
Yeah.
Stay home, stay healthy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a pandemic movie. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's available.
cool.
And the whole thing was shot during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
That was something scary as well at the same time.
Wow, having shot the first season of Pink is In the pandemic, too,
Nice.
it's like I can appreciate the struggle that goes in to making work at that time. So that's really
Constant testing. Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
So, you know, your auditions, was it always like virtual auditions, or have you ever been to one of them rooms where you walk in and acted out in front of like 3 people, like a judge, that thing?
Yeah, you know what? That's how it used to be. Before the pandemic,
Yeah.
every audition I did was in person, whether
Right.
it was commercials, film and television, theater, everything always was as you said, a panel of people sitting in front of you. You just walk in and act. Since the pandemic, it's funny, like over the pandemic, everything was self-tapes.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the time, if you got a call back and they wanted to talk to you live, it would be over Zoom.
Right.
And I think we all thought that was going to kind of stop after the pandemic and we were going to go more in person.
Yeah.
But it's still mostly self-tapes. Every audition that I've done in probably the last 6 months has been self-tape.
Yeah.
The only thing was like one theater audition I did last year, I submitted a self-tape and then I got a call back, and the callback was in person.
Right.
Or sometimes I did a commercial audition a couple months ago, and when I got the callback was in person. So yeah, it's interesting that it's still, I think for casting directors, not having to rent out the space
Yeah.
and bring actors in and then have 10-minute time slots for each person to re-explain what we're going to do to every single actor who walks in. Like, I think it saves them a lot of time and money doing it with self-tapes.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we're still doing it this way.
Which one did you prefer yourself?
You know, it's kind of, there's things that I like and don't like about both. Like, the thing about a self-tape that's great is because you're doing it at home,
Yeah.
there's a little less pressure. If you want to redo it, you can redo it.
Yeah.
You know, submit something you feel really good about, because there isn't a audition, like there isn't a casting director in the room with you.
Yeah.
You know, it can make you a little less nervous. So, you know, maybe you're able to put something you're more happy with on tape before you send it. And I know for a lot of us who work other jobs as well as acting, it gives you a little more flexibility. Like I don't have to be at an audition at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I can film it in the afternoon when I have time, you know, as long as it's by the deadline. So there's like some good things about it in that way. But I think we're all struggling a little bit because it puts a big demand on the actor as well. You know, now we have to have backdrops and lighting. And, you know, most of our phones have good cameras these days, so that's okay. But good sound, like we're kind of editing, and you got to be able to edit, right? So we're kind of editors. And
You do, yeah.
And sometimes as much as it can make you nervous to be in the room and have, you know, people judging you, it can also give you some energy that you can feed off of. That's really helpful. And they can give you direction. Like if, especially, you know, you go in and you think you kind of know what they might be looking for and you do the first pass and they might say, hey, for this character, we're actually thinking it might be a little bit more like this. Could you try that again? But this time try to be, you know, have a little bit more anger underneath your words, right? And then you can try it again with their input on what they're looking for. Now, you know, how many auditions have I done this year? I've never even spoken to another human. I just recorded my part, and my poor husband, he's always the one reading the lines with me, so he reads the other part, and then I submit it.
Yeah.
And then you just hope that you sent in something that they're looking for, or that they can get enough of a sense of you from that tape to know, you know what, that wasn't quite right, but I think she can do it. Let's bring her in and, you know, we can give her a redirection. Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of, on the one hand, I'm grateful for the flexibility that self-taping gives, but on the other hand, sometimes it's so nice. Like the few times I have gotten to go in person, to walk in and like see other humans and like have another actor there that you can actually act with, and it's just like the energy is completely different. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's that human interaction, isn't it?
Are you not your own worst critic though? You over video and you're like, I can do that better, and then it takes hours of recording the same little bit.
Yes. that is the other downside of the self-taping, is knowing when to stop.
Right.
It's like, you know, I was thinking about this week because I was doing one of those commercial auditions and I did a whole bunch of takes, and then I just wasn't sure that I had it yet. I was looking back at it and I was like, this is okay, but I don't know if I've like hit it. But I'd run out of time, and so I was like, I literally have to submit this. So, you know, it is what it is. And I actually was happy with what I submitted. But I got thinking about that, being like, you know, when you used to do your commercial audition in person, you would go in, the session runner would tell you what to do, you do it, they'd film it, and then they'd be like, thanks, and then you'd leave. Yeah. Sometimes maybe you do it a few times if they had the time and they were going to give you some redirection. But sometimes, you know, they just put you on tape once, then you walk out the door, and whatever you did there in the moment, that was what you put forward. This watching it, doing it again, doing it 15 more times, you know, you kind of had to go with your gut. And sometimes that's the thing with the self-taping. It's like it gives you the chance to do so many takes that all of a sudden it's like you start losing your mind. And then, you know, like with this audition I just did this week, I filmed it yesterday and I had run out of time for filming, so that was it. But I edited it today. Right. And yesterday I was so unsure about it. I was like, oh, I don't know if I got it. I just don't know if I quite hit the comedic timing on this. I watched it today and it was great. Like, and yesterday I was I stewed on it all night, and I watched it today and I was like, yeah, I have 4 takes I'm happy with that I'm going to send it. Like, it's fine. But you really do. You get in your head. So
I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's why I didn't stick to acting, because I was such a lazy actor when it comes to that. If they wanted a self-tape, I'd do it like once, and be like, that'll do.
I'd just procrastinate. I'd be like, yeah, I'll do it in 5.
Yeah, don't hear nothing about it. Yeah. That's why I stick to podcasting. There's no second take, is there?
Yeah, exactly.
It'll have to do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what. And you know what? To be honest, sometimes if I go back and watch stuff, I'll have done a bunch of takes, but the first one's really good.
Yeah. You went all out.
Yeah, you just went all out and you followed whatever your instincts were. You just did it without overthinking it too much.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the best one. So,
You know, you said your husband's normally the one doing the lines.
yeah.
Has he never thought about doing acting himself because of how many times he's done it?
He has not. No. He is not. You know, I actually do think that he could be good and might enjoy it. Maybe not in like, I don't know if he would enjoy it professionally. Like, I think that would be too much stress.
Yeah.
But I've told him before, I feel like you should do community theater or something because he's very creative and he loves music and he's very, like, he's good when he's reading the lines with me. I wouldn't be able to do it with him if he wasn't good at doing it. Like, sometimes I've seen it happen when I'm in acting class or something where other people, I'm watching self-tapes other people do, and they had their husband or whoever read the lines with them because that's who was available, you know, and it's just for class. And the person reading the lines is so terrible that you're kind of distracted by it because they try to act too much, so they yell the lines, and then I'm like, I can't even focus on the actor because I'm just listening to this yelling person saying the other lines or whatever it might be, you know. Which, shout out to all of the spouses who are helping their partners do scenes. I'm not trying to judge you, obviously. You're just doing your best. But my husband is good. Like, he's very good at finding the balance between sounding natural and a little bit like he's got a little bit of emotion behind the words, but not, you know, going too far. But I think he really just does it because he loves me. I don't think he enjoys it at all. He's a software engineer, so this is like very not what he enjoys.
Oh, another one.
I think I'd be the worst partner to read the line to. I don't know.
OTT.
Because I'd either go OTT and just be daft about it, or I'll just be. And why did you go into the room? Or it'd be like, why didn't you go into the room? It'd be nothing in between. It'd be one end of the scale or the other.
That's so funny. Well, and you know,
I'll have to try it with you one day. But let us know when you get a read and I'll try it with you.
Yeah. Perfect. Now I know who to call.
Give your husband a rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever tried it?
It's harder than it looks, I think.
It did what, sorry?
I think it's harder than it looks.
Oh, right,
It does look hard as it is.
Yeah,
The only thing I did was at schoole.
Right. I think we all did. Did you do acting in school? Like theatre, Tom?
They had drama. I just didn't
that was
do
on
it.
last week, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I finished on Friday.
It's fresh out of school.
They had it, but I didn't do it.
Right.
I was in a native Indian brave in the story of Hiawatha.
You was an Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do
had
that.
a headband on with a feather sticking out of it.
You don't look like one.
Don't.
You won't get away with that, though,
Shut
would
up,
you?
Tom.
That'd be classed as racist, that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, overstepped.
Yeah.
It's just my humour.
Shut up, Tom.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things going on about, you know, like Willy Wonka, the new Wonka film, because they didn't use a small person to do the
I wasn't
Oompa Loompas.
available that week, alright?
What do they call them though? Is it LP? Little person, is it?
I don't know what we'll have to
I
say
don't want
for
to
them now.
offend them.
I'm not just. I think
don't like
the
dwarf, do they?
term midget is bad. So I think I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're actually.
What's that
called.
like over in Canada? Is there a correct way of calling? I mean, I don't know. You got Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, and they wanted to make a film, but they're not allowed to say dwarf anymore. So
Right.
Yeah, well, I think I've heard. I think dwarfism is the correct term.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about with that film. I think there was a lot of controversy over the Snow White of how they were going to interpret the dwarves.
Yeah.
And I don't know very much about that movie, to be honest, but I saw some of the discourse on, because I think some of it, what they had chosen not to use to actually have the characters as dwarves. But then I also saw some people here who are like disability advocates saying you've taken away roles that are meant for people with dwarfism. So I don't know what the right answer is or anything about that, but I know that there was like a lot of controversy around how to cast and the decision Disney made on the film. So yeah.
It's the same with that one, like I said, because Hugh Grant did it, and he was so good as a Humper Lumper. Have you watched it?
I haven't
Wonka.
seen it yet, actually.
Oh, it's so good.
Either.
You want to watch that? It's so good.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, I've not watched it.
That's awesome that it's good. I wasn't sure. I think that was my hesitance. I was just unsure how. And there's a few versions of Wonka that have been made that I think are great. So I was kind of like, oh, they're making another one. So that's cool.
Hugh Grant is probably one of the best characters in it. You feel like you don't see him enough in it because he's so good at acting like that.
He's so funny.
He is. Proper English actor, innit?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
That's how all Americans think English people talk. Like him.
Yeah.
Good day, sir.
Doesn't exactly help that most British celebrities do have that accent.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Is there a, like, obviously, the American accent and the Canadian accent are very similar. I mean, obviously, depends on whereabouts you come from. But is there a posh, like a sort of upper class Canadian sort? Is there? Because we do over here. We've got the upper classes. Oh yes, and lordy daw. And then you've got the likes of us, who've got like really rough street sounding.
Sound like a walkie-talkie.
So, like I say, in this, I'll use Canada for example. Do you have like an upper class posh sort of accent?
You know, it's so funny because no.
Everyone thought the same.
And the thing is that you're right. Like, I think to most people listening, Canadian accent and American accent aren't wildly different. But Canadians, we get in trouble. Like, if you're auditioning for an American show, a lot of Canadians learn to do kind of what they call general American, which is sort of an American accent that isn't too specific to any one region. Because the U.S. does have some pretty wide-ranging accents. So this is sort of like general American. And we learn it because if you're auditioning for a US show and they will call you out for sounding too Canadian, and it's usually around our O's being too like you know, people joke about the Canadian accent being like oot and boot.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, that's like the thing. And so even I don't hear it. Like if I'm doing an audition or something, I'm not listening going, wow, you sound so Canadian. Because I think that accent, that oot and boot kind of accent is also quite regional. Like it's very specific to like up north in Ontario. That's where they really sound like that more strongly. But other people can hear it. Like the US casting people can hear it when we do it. And it's because instead of saying sorry, we say sorry. So we really have to watch, like if you're auditioning for an American show, you say sorry, not sorry, or things like that. But I think all of the Canadian accents are like subtle, I guess. But I feel like that oot and boot, like Canadian little like closed mouth thing, I think is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like everyone thinks we're hicks in Canada or something. I don't know. So I don't know that there's like a posh version of the Canadian accent. We're just trying to eliminate it when we audition for anyone who wasn't Canadian. So
can you do a British accent?
You know what? I can't. I'm not going to do it for you right now.
Stu, can you do a British accent?
I've been trying for years.
You know what? I have done it before. Like I was in a play once where I had a British accent for the whole play.
Right.
What I find is I always say yes, I can do it. I'm just not great on demand. I'm not one of those people who like can just whip it out kind of. I learn it by practicing it.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could probably do, like, one of my lines in that show was, Cecily.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Surely the occupation of watering flowers is rather Moulton's duty than yours. Like, I can say that line.
That's better than mine.
That's upper class, that.
She needed to build it, that was it.
Yeah, she's upper class there.
I know.
I feel inferior now.
That was a very posh accent for that line. I was Miss Prism in The Importance of Being Earnest. So
right.
it was like very.
That's very good.
Sounded like she was on the
Very
crane.
good. Very good.
Better than any of us could have tried.
I understood you anyway.
Jolly gosh. I'd have seen like that, man. That's Wild Thornberries.
Have you guys watched Ted Lasso?
Yes and no.
I have. Yeah.
I've not seen it all.
Not watched the latest season.
I've not.
Do you like it?
I've seen it. I like it. From what I've seen, it's really good.
I love it. It's one of my favorite shows that I watched this year. I think it's so funny and so heartfelt. But I was just thinking about it because you were saying you don't always see a lot of celebrities with other British accents,
right?
But that show has like a wide range of accents.
Yeah.
It's also to do because
really
it's English
awesome.
football.
So does football do well in Canada?
Soccer.
But Canadians call it soccer, or is that American thing?
Yeah, we call it soccer. Yeah.
Football.
Traitors.
You play with your feet.
Well, to be fair, actually, we do say soccer, but our football team in Toronto is the Toronto Football Club. So they do call it football in the professional league. Yeah. I don't think it's not super popular here though. Like we have the Toronto Football Club.
You're mainly hockey though. Canada's quite big on hockey.
Is Ryan Reynolds from Canada?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
Because he's bought a football team, hasn't he?
Yeah, and there's a show about it, right?
On Disney, I think it's on.
Wrexham.
Yeah.
I think he's done a brilliant thing with that.
Yeah.
He's putting all his own money into the team, and it's working really well.
It's not just that though. He's actually with the team as well. Whereas a lot of
he's moved here, hasn't he? Has he moved to England now? He has, hasn't he?
I don't think so. No.
I got told he bought an ice in Wrexham.
He might have bought one, but I don't think he's moved fully. He might just.
I mean, you wouldn't, would you?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to move to Canada.
Do you?
I just want to move out of England.
England's not a good place to live.
It really isn't, no.
What's the weather been like over there?
Snowy.
So cold. That's why you don't want to come here.
So it's no better here, to be honest.
Yeah, we've just recently had snow, haven't we?
Yeah, we had snow ourselves.
Oh, really?
It snows all the time in Canada, doesn't it?
Yeah, funnily enough, it hasn't been a very snowy winter. Usually by now we would have had a lot of snow, but it's been quite a dry winter. Or weirdly, it wasn't very cold before Christmas, so it was extremely wet.
Yeah.
And just gray, but it was not very cold, and there was no snow. And then this week, or maybe last week, it has dropped below zero. We're finally into cold Canadian weather, but it's still not very much snow. So
that's calm before the storm. That.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm hesitant to say that. I'm knock on wood. Now that I've said it, tomorrow there'll be a storm.
Yeah, but the thing is, in countries like yours and say Scandinavian countries, and it snows really, and you get real snow. We call it real snow.
Yes.
You get on with it and you just deal with it and get on, and life carries on. Where in England, we get an inch of snow and life stops.
It does,
can't come into work.
It does. Yeah. It is mad, isn't it?
Life just stops when we get an inch of snow for a day.
School shut and everything.
Yeah, because I spoke to my dad the day after we had the snowstorm.
Yeah.
They didn't have much, next to nothing, and my sister didn't go into school.
It's mad, isn't it?
Do you
want to make snowmans?
Ridiculous.
That's why snowmen.
She's only a 5-minute walk from it, though. I don't get why she didn't go into school.
And yet you've got the likes of Canada and Scandinavia. Just get on with it.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, we're very, to be fair,
robust and tough.
Yeah.
Yes, we are tough. It's we just are used to it. We pull out the winter coats, we pull out the boots, we're used to it. And also the city is used to it. I feel that's maybe part of it too, is we've got a lot of snow plows here. They're when they know the snow is coming, they're parked. They're ready to get out and clear the
revving
road.
their engines waiting.
We get our gritters out when the snow's gone.
Oh.
Pointless. Put sand on the floor now.
It's backwards round here. It's backwards.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
What's the wildlife like over there? Is everything trying to eat you?
I guess it depends on where you go. There is it's not too bad. I think the scariest thing you probably need to watch out for is coyotes. You do have to be cautious. My parents live in the neighboring city, which is more of a suburb rather than downtown. And there's a nice kind of park near them. Yeah. And there is a sign up that says, be cautious about walking in the park at twilight, at specific twilight time, because you're on coyote watch, which is funny because I've never experienced personally, thankfully, a coyote in the wild. But I do think that can be especially if you're in the areas around the Toronto area where it is a little you have woods and parks and things like that. I think that's probably the biggest thing that you have to worry about.
Right.
But and then bears. If you go
bears. Yeah, that's
Yeah, if you go camping in like Algonquin Park, or because we have some nature-y areas in Ontario that are like untouched. You know, they're
Right,
very wild. Bears, you don't want to mess with. In fact, I think recently, now I'm telling you, Canada's fine. But I actually think that a couple weeks ago in the news, they found the bodies of a couple of people who had been mauled by a bear in Algonquin Park or one of our parks somewhere because. Yeah. So anyway, yes. Apparently, now that I said it aloud, we do have some dangerous.
See, us over here, we find that fascinating.
Yeah.
To go to a park and see beware of the coyotes. No, we have like beware of the pigeon,
Beware of the squirrels.
the squirrels, or something. daft
Ninja
like
squirrel.
You'll have a sign at the beach, beware of seagulls.
Yeah. Seagulls are aggressive. They take your chips.
Yeah, because they'll take your fish and chips.
Don't feed the wildlife.
Yeah.
Don't feed the pigeons.
I think, what's the wildest wildlife we've got? A fox.
A fox, probably, yeah.
It's about a fox, yeah?
Mm.
They're not even...
Probably there's a few cougars hanging around now, isn't there?
Yeah.
What else
In
like
UK. Don't know what they are.
So, sat at home watching telly.
Yeah, coyotes are bad though, because they go in packs and they take your pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They eat your dogs and cats. And
Yeah, I remember watching a YouTuber. He's in America, not Canada, but a group of coyotes went into his back garden, took his dog.
Took his dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Horrible, isn't they?
Yeah.
that's so sad. Oh my gosh.
I wonder if anyone's got a coyote as a pet.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
In Canada as well, actually. There's a few. I've seen a few
Even
Canadian
Sarah's
TikTok.
shocked by that one.
Yeah,
Who is it?
I've seen a few Canadian TikTokers
Who
with
keep
pet
coyotes?
coyotes. I look at them like,
Saying that, there's
Do
pet
you-
tigers, isn't there, and stuff, so.
yeah, exactly. Mike Tyson had one as well, didn't he?
He did, indeed.
But he had two.
Have you got a pet coyote, Sarah?
Disappointingly, no, guys.
Have you got any pets in general?
Pet bear, maybe?
I'm so scared of bears. Bears are like a big fear for me because of the like attacks in the wild.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any pets at all. So
Right. Is there a reason behind that? Do you not like them, or is it just not time for them?
I think just not time right now. Like
Yeah.
I think we would love to have a pet. So first of all, I like both cats and dogs.
Oh, right.
I would happily have a cat, but I'm allergic, so sad times for me.
Right.
But we would love to have a dog, but the problem is just I think you have to be a little bit steady. You know, like you need to be home at a certain time
Yeah,
to let the
yeah.
dog
In a
out
pattern,
and things like that.
yeah.
And my schedule especially is so random because of the nature of my work. I feel like I don't think I'd be the best pet owner right now. Like I have to be pretty able to jump at a moment's notice and
Yeah.
go to an audition or not get home late because sometimes I'm in a show and we rehearse at night, so
Yeah.
I'm not getting home, you know. So
Yeah.
I think hopefully at some point we'll have one.
Yeah.
But right now my husband and I always joke, we're just trying to look after ourselves right now.
Can you not get cats where you're not allergic to them? Like you can get some dogs where people are not allergic to certain dogs.
You might be able
maybe.
to,
I don't
but
know.
Most
You
people
certain
just take
breeds.
allergy tabs.
You can.
Yeah.
I have a story about that actually. So you can get cats that are hypoallergenic. It's because you can be allergic to more than one. You can either be allergic to the cat because of its fur,
Right.
or you can be allergic to the dander, which is created when they clean themselves, right?
Right.
And it creates something that people are allergic to. So sometimes if it's the type of fur you're allergic to, you can have a cat that has a different type of hair and then you wouldn't be allergic. But so far I have not had luck with this because I went to see my grandparents who, by the way, my dad was born in England and so my grandparents are from England. So I always want to tell you that. I never told you that before, but I can
We'll come back to that.
out.
Yeah.
But my grandparents are now in Canada and they live in Florida half the year. So the last time I went down to see them, they have a neighbor who had supposedly a hypoallergenic cat. And so I was like, great, have them over and bring the cat. And then I can see maybe I won't be allergic to the cat. And then I'll know I can get a cat like this. Within 10 minutes of this cat being in their house, I was like hives and my nose, I was blowing my nose. I was so yeah. And then I was like, oh man, this is not good. My face is breaking out in hives. And so I took a Benadryl or an antihistamine. And I didn't realize that I had taken one that was drowsy. Like I thought that it was. And so all I remember of that day was like sitting in this armchair and my head just kept like to one side.
With a balloon face.
I could not stay awake. And I was like, why do I feel drunk right now? Like this is crazy. And then the next day I was like, oh, this was a drowsy antihistamine. So that's why I'm like, I think I'm allergic to all the cats. Because I had a very bad experience where I was really allergic to this other cat and then tried to drug myself by accident. That's my cat story.
You'll have to try one of those bald cats.
Yeah.
Sphinx cat. That's what
They're
I'm trying to say.
horrible.
Sphinx
They
cat.
are.
They look like rats. They're horrible.
Yeah, I
People
can't
say
say that
that.
they are the cutest.
Yeah.
They say, oh, they look so pretty. Like, how? They look like an
True,
80-year-old
some
man.
people- Yeah, some people love them, but it's
Yeah,
I
you
don't
stroke
get it. I don't get it.
It's just skin. I want to slap it round and stroke it.
So you definitely shouldn't have one.
No. Come in and slapping my cat. Feels weird to stroke it.
Right, so we've noticed you've got the background blur filter on. Is that a Christmas tree in the background?
Oh, I did not notice
That
that.
should be illegal.
No wonder it's
I was
like,
wondering if you would notice. Yes, we do still have our Christmas tree up.
Why?
It's because
Christmas in January in Canada. You know?
yeah, don't you know? A whole different day. We honestly, first of all, we were quite busy over the holidays, and so we just like haven't actually had a free weekend yet where we could take everything down. And it's a bit of a hassle because we have to take it. We're in an apartment, so we have to store everything in the storage unit outside of our apartment. It's
Okay.
like down the hall, so it's a bit of like an ordeal. But honestly, we kind of decided to keep it up for a couple extra weeks because we were just like, it's been so gloomy here. And we were like, we kind of like looking at it.
It is, it's good,
With the
isn't it?
lights on.
Yeah.
And you take it down, it's like, I need to fill that hole now. There's just
Yeah.
nothing there now.
Just put a regular tree there instead.
I can hear an echo.
It made me wonder. I actually saw speaking of TikTok, I saw a TikTok about a woman talking about how like often people are kind of hesitant to take the tree down because they like the light.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it creates kind of a soft, nice light. And so she was like, she was actually talking about Scandinavian countries and how people who are we need to try to learn from people who are in countries that are dark and gloomy in the winter, because you know that word hygge, that is, have you seen Frozen?
Yeah.
You know when that guy in the Lederhosen sings about hygge,
Yeah.
and how it's
Yeah.
about like being happy and whatever. I guess part of this concept is kind of the concept of staying cozy and bringing joy in the dark winter months.
Yeah.
Like, and apparently one of the things that you do to help create hygge in these cold countries is you use like soft, warm light rather than putting on your overhead lights and things like that like make you feel like a little bit nicer in the winter. And so she was talking about that, being like, you could take your Christmas tree down and buy a different kind of plant and put some twinkle lights around your apartment or something. You can create the same kind of effect, right? That is regular, not like Christmas decorations. So maybe we need to do that. But right now, we've just been sticking to keeping the tree up for a little longer, and I just like to plug in the light.
She's going to up the blur filter now. You can still see it.
Yeah, slowly I like change my back.
Oh, Sarah's in the Bahamas.
Oh, quick.
So, on the Christmas decorations side of it, are you minimalist or do you go all out?
I am an all-out person.
Right.
I do not believe in minimalism. Decoration time. I've got stuff all over the place. I mean, we have a small apartment, so it's not crazy, but we've got little, nativity scene. I have a nativity scene that's made of snowmen. So
Nice.
I like to put that out. We've got reindeer. We've got Christmas teddy bears that I put around. You can see I have like a red blanket. Like I've got some red blankets and pillows and stuff to switch out from the regular stuff. Sometimes it's just nice to change things up,
Yeah.
It's like gives you a chance to look at something different. So yeah, I'm not into the minimalism at Christmas time.
Okay.
And do you do New Year's resolutions over in Canada?
We do, yes. It's actually, it's very popular. I do not usually
Don't.
really like, I don't know. I feel like what we get a lot here, and maybe this is the same for you guys, it's a lot of like, I'm going to work out more and I drink more water. You know, it's
so
always
many
like
gym memberships in January and end in February.
Gone by February.
Exactly. My friend posted the other day, he was at the gym and he posted a video, like a picture, and it was packed around him. And he was like, now we're into the cut phase of the new year where the gym's going to be really packed for 3 weeks. And then we'll go back to normal and be quiet. So that seems to be the most popular thing, I feel like.
And quit smoking. That's a popular one.
Yeah.
Quit smoking. I'll have to start.
So that you can quit next time.
Yeah. I'll just start the day before.
This year's resolution, start smoking. For next year, stop smoking.
Stop smoking.
So what was your New Year resolution this year?
Yeah, you know, I don't always set like a resolution per se, only because I try to, I don't know. I feel like sometimes you like start something in the new year and then it's not very realistic or something. You don't like keep up with it. Like it's like the gym thing, you know? But one of the things that I've been kind of trying to work on kind of in general, and that I'm sort of rethinking about going into the new year, is I'm a person who's very hard on myself. And I, as you said, like I am my own worst critic for sure. And my inner voice can be very mean. Like the way I talk to myself is not the way I would talk to anyone else. Like it is really intense. And something I've been trying to work on is like working on the way that I talk to myself, especially in relation to acting, right? Because I think it's in the nature of our industry too, is you're always kind of hustling and you're always like, okay, what now I've got to film this and then I need to take this class and I need to, like, you're always kind of pushing yourself. Yeah. Which is good, but it can start to become really self-critical as well, to the point where it then starts influencing your work. Like you're afraid to even do the audition because you know that you're going to be mean to yourself in the process. Yeah. And then if you don't get the job, you're going to be mean to yourself. Oh, well, of course you didn't get it because you were terrible. You know, like, it can become like a really bad cycle. So what I'm trying to do going into this year is, one, just be a little bit kinder to myself in the way I talk to myself while I'm, especially in my acting work. But I'm also kind of, I'm trying to remember the mantra of like, this thing I'm doing being challenging isn't a sign of failure. It's just an opportunity to grow. Yeah. Because I'm kind of a person who sometimes, like, I'll go to do an audition, for example, and I'll be like, wow, I'm really like struggling to get this. I thought I would be able to get this easier. And then I'm like, oh, it's because you suck. You know, like, I take it as a failure that I didn't just get something instantly, rather than going like, yeah, it's a challenge, but like I'm capable of growing and accomplishing it. I just got to put a little work in, you know? So those are kind of the things that are on my mind that I've been working on, but like whenever I go into a new year, I'm like, okay, 2024, I'm really gonna think about these things this year. So I don't know. What about you guys? Did you have any New Year's resolutions?
Well, I was going to stop drinking for January, you know, the dry January. I've done that so far. It's been too easy, to be honest. I should have set it a bit harder. I was hoping to struggle.
You were hoping for some
for a challenge.
Crack a can open and whiff it in front of you.
Yeah. Start smelling different IPAs. How about you, Stu?
My New Year's resolution is to try and join a gym.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Easy. Try and join.
What about you, Tom? Anything?
Not too sure, really.
Nothing.
You got a lot to think about this year, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass your exams.
Get good grades on my GCSEs. Sorry, my SATs. SATs. Yeah.
Is that what it's called in Canada? GCSEs?
No.
What?
No.
And what level is GCSE again?
It's high school.
But even high school is different in Canada, isn't it?
Yeah, so for us, high school finishes when we're 16, not 18.
It's like year 11.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So
yes.
it'd be any exams you take when you're 16.
GCSEs is the last exams for us.
Yeah.
Depends what course you go on to in college. Because some of them are coursework, some of them are exams.
Right.
It's the last exam you have to take. Yeah.
Right.
And then you take that before going to college or university.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for us, it's college for 2 years, so 16 to 18, and then it's university, optional.
Oh, interesting.
Well, they
Yeah,
changed,
that's very different.
they've changed the law recently, actually. College used to be optional, but you'd either have to be in college or full-time apprenticeship or work.
Right.
Now you have to be in college till you're 18.
Oh.
They've changed the law now.
Also, in Canada, did he have school uniforms?
No.
No.
think
It
so.
depends on the school.
Right?
Yeah.
Private
some of
schools,
us-
isn't it?
Because in,
Yes.
Yeah.
in
The
series
upper-
and movies, they're always in their own clothes.
Yeah.
The upper class Canadian schools, is it?
Yeah. And actually the Catholic public schools.
Right.
Because we have private schools and public schools, but then in public school, there's like regular public school and Catholic public school.
Yeah.
And the Catholic schools wear uniforms,
Oh,
and
they're
the
proper
private
strict.
schools usually do wear uniforms.
Yeah, they're normally strict, aren't they, Catholic
Yeah.
schools?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They said they're the better schools, aren't they? But I'm not sure.
No, they're really not.
So I can't remember if last time you were on, I can't remember if it was a workshop or one-to-one tuition. Now, how's the music going?
Oh yeah, because I was doing like coaching and
Yeah.
that kind of thing too. Yeah, good. Recently, I haven't been doing as much coaching. I think because I've been taking a lot of classes myself, so I've been kind of focused on that.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to get a little bit more into back into coaching because I miss it and I love coaching students on their auditions and whatnot. So I'm hoping to do more of that. And I've been playing a lot of music, but for myself, because I play music with my church and things like that. So I've been doing a lot of singing and a lot of music, but just not really related to my career, which, I guess sometimes that's nice. Sometimes it's nice when something's just a hobby that you love.
Right.
But yeah, I am hoping to do some more, to get back into the coaching a little bit as well, because it's really fun.
Would you love to take on a singing role? Or have you done?
Yeah, I have in the past. And I do actually musical theater is how I got into acting in the first place.
Right.
Because I don't know if I told you guys this last time I was on, but when I was a kid, I was really, really shy. So shy that I wouldn't get up on stage for the Christmas concert at my school,
Right.
anything like that. So my mom had put me in dance to try to help me gain some confidence and socialize a bit, and I just fell in love with dancing. So I danced for a really long time. And then in about grade 7, so I was 12-ish, I did musical theater at my dance studio for the first time. And we didn't sing. We would lip sync along to, a song from a musical or something and dance. But it was the first time I had done any acting at all as well.
Right.
And I loved it. I was like, oh, acting, this is where it's at. So from there, I actually did quite a lot of musical theater, and where I actually did get to sing, and did more musical theater acting for quite a long time. And then acting ended up being what I was most passionate about. So that's what I went to school to do. But I've always sung as well, and I still love to dance. And so I have done in the past a lot of musicals, and would love to continue to do that as I can. I've been kind of more focused on acting, and especially doing things like Pink is In, doing more film and television tends to be more acting focused than singing too. But I'd be open to any role where I got to sing as well. I get to sing a little bit in the Christmas episode of Pink is In.
Oh, okay.
So that was lovely. That was really fun.
Was that the one where they had to change the song?
Yes.
Because you got copyright.
That was the one. Because I sang the wrong song. Or a song that was
copyright
not
protected.
allowed. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
You remember? Yeah. So that's all the questions I've got. It's been great chatting
It's
with
been
you.
a great chat. It's been great having you back
amazing,
on.
actually.
Yeah.
And sorry for leaving you in reception.
No worries. Thank you for having me back. It was great to see you guys and chatting. I always really enjoy talking with you. So I was excited that you wanted to have me back.
Yeah, always welcome.
So just one last thing before you go, and if you could do it in the voice of Kitty Cat, could you say, shut up, Tom?
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, Tom, but I will do it.
It's fine. I hear it every day.
I think that English accent would have been better. Shut up, Tom.
Yeah, as kitty cat, it would sound sort of like, shut up, Tom.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
And now he's got that recorded.
That's going as my text message now.
Oh, and I can't forget to say this because I know my dad will be so sad. I was going to tell you that my dad was born in England.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he's from Sutton Coldfield near Birmingham.
Oh,
right.
And
He's a Brummie.
so lots of family in that area and other areas in England as well. So shout out to my British family. But I just felt like my dad asked me after I saw you guys last time. He listened to the podcast and he was like, "You should have told them that I'm from England."
All the way from Birmingham.
Does he still have the accent?
He doesn't. He moved when he was young, so he lost his accent. But my grandparents and aunts and uncles and all of them still do. But my dad doesn't still have his accent.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, we're actually going to Birmingham soon, aren't we?
Here we go to
Feb.
Birmingham soon, aren't we,
Yeah.
Tommy?
Oh.
Yeah. To watch Blue Nation. Just doing Thomas Shelby.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's my little tidbit.
Brilliant. Well, big shout out to your dad then.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. He'll love it. And hopefully, we're hoping to come back to visit also. Like you're talking about coming to Canada, but we're hoping to come to the UK again. So if we're ever coming in your direction, then I'll let you know.
Right,
Fantastic.
Well, I'll just get a photograph. Well,
Oh, good.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Great.
Yay.
And a
awesome.
one for the
Please
wall.
send it to me.
Right then.
All right.
Well,
Thanks,
thank you very
guys.
much.
Thank you very
It's
much.
been fantastic to talk to you
Yeah,
again.
it has.
You too. Have a good one and happy weekend.
And good luck. Good luck
too.
with your auditions.
And enjoy
you.
Pinkies in season 4.
Thank you. I'm coming soon.
And the film.
Fingers crossed.
And the film.
And the film, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Another fantastic chat.
It was.
Yeah,
I
it
enjoyed
was.
that. I enjoyed talking to her. She's brilliant.
She is good, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite funny as well.
Very happy.
Yes.
I should hope she's funny. She's a comedy actor at the
She
minute.
is at the moment. Yeah.
So yeah, guess what? Started now at 8 o'clock. Well, 15 minutes ago.
What?
Football.
A poker tournament I'm in.
Oh, okay.
Did you play poker?
No.
No, do you?
A little bit. I don't do
That's a no.
proper betting
Yeah.
poker. But
So that's a no.
So this has been a little journey for me. So I started off as a
Play
two,
snap.
a £2 tournament, in which that I ended up winning entry to a £20 tournament.
Okay.
So I entered that. I was playing this in work for 3 hours, and
So you're busy then.
I came in top 5 and won entry to a £560 entry tournament,
Okay.
and that's playing now.
Okay.
So,
So what do you do? How does that work like?
That I'm going to be playing that now till about 3 a.m.
Does it do it automatically or anything, or do you
What?
have to lay the cards and stuff like that?
No, I have to play,
Right. Okay.
and I'll be on till about 3 o'clock because the grand prize is 100 grand. Oh no, 500 grand.
Nice.
So
So if you win that, then we can
if I can
pump
we
loads
get
of money into
10%
this.
each.
I can upgrade someone in here, can't I? Don't know what yet.
Upgrade your co-hosts.
but I might actually pay someone come in and press the buttons.
Yeah.
Stop being a scruff.
Be able to pay for a star to come in and
Yeah,
interview
yeah.
by
Then
yourself.
then you can afford the
By
£5 a
yourself because
week.
you've sacked us.
Yeah. Imagine paying £560 to enter though. That's a
Yeah.
lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I can't believe I'm in a tournament for £560. With all the big, it'd be all like Saudi people, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Playing that type
Yeah,
of game.
definitely.
Because no English people like putting that much in. So
It'll either
yeah.
be that or it'll be the servants or whatever. playing for them.
Yeah, service. Do us a favour, Tommy.
Yeah.
Just
Why is
Play
it
this
English?
game for me.
Oh, English servants. You mean?
English
Oh, right, I
servant.
thought
Do
you
us a
said-
favour, Tommy. Play that poker tournament for me.
Yes. I don't care if you lose.
I'm going to play baccarat with my friend.
Squash.
Heard it was Squire. Oh, I was talking about cats.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention it. Hey, have you seen in China that they trim the ears to make them look like Mickey Mouse? Have you seen that?
So what? How can they make their ears look bigger than what they
Why would
are?
you-
No,
Mickey-
they're not bigger. So despite
They make them round
they'll round them off.
to make
Ah,
Mickey
like
Mouse.
Mickey
A
Mouse.
cat to look like a
Yeah.
mouse.
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
show
to
you
be
now.
fair, China does a lot of weird things.
I think he's wrong.
Well, China eat cats as
It's
well. don't they?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, would you rather have Mickey Mouse ears or be eaten? So, They trimmed their ears so the circle to make them look like Mickey Mouse. Right?
I think it's also to
harsh,
do.
isn't it?
Oh,
I think it's also to do with all them like pictures of like icons of cats for like brands and stuff.
That's weird, isn't it?
They'll
Sure.
always have rounded off ears.
I'm
and
sure
some
they've
sort
done it
of
to
them.
dogs as well.
that wouldn't surprise me.
But I mean, we do chop dogs' ears ourselves, and you get them.
Yeah,
They
Isn't
make them
it-
spikes.
isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Dobermans, yeah,
Yeah,
Dobermans.
Doberman and the tails.
Yeah,
as well.
because normally they're floppy ears, and then they cut that bit off and make it like a spike, so they stick up.
So they
to
look
make
more
them look-
aggressive.
Yeah, yeah,
Which I think is just a load of BS.
yeah. There's the dog ones. I mean, just like adorable, like, but I mean, you
To
can't
make,
do
it,
that.
to make a cat or a dog try and look like a mouse. Why don't you just get a mouse?
Just buy a mouse. But take that for a walk.
Well, it's like we've just got a puppy. We got a half a mini dachshund, I'll say.
Yeah.
Mum's a mini, dad's not a mini.
Half a mini, so you've got the front half or the back half?
Front. No, it's because a dad's full dachshund, a mum's mini, so it's like half dachshund, something like that.
3/4.
Yeah, something like that. But she's got these big ass floppy ears.
Yeah.
I'd never cut them because they're just funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
You
just
can't
flop
actually
around.
The dogs.
Yeah, they just
Funny.
flop around.
Yeah.
My dog downstairs got massive ears, hasn't it? That's what makes him cute. 'cause
Oh,
they're
your puppy. Yeah, exactly.
Floppy,
Yeah.
stupid dog. Wait, it walks like it's connecting two bits.
It's like you just look at
His
them.
hair wobbles different way to his body.
When they're
Weird.
a puppy, you'll just look at them like, you're so stupid, but you're so cute.
Yeah, and then they bite your feet.
Yeah. oh, our puppy. What she does is
Have you got a puppy?
I just got a
I didn't know it was yours.
Yeah,
A 3/4 dachshund.
yeah, 3/4 dachshund.
Right.
Yeah, but
I thought you were saying you Nan or something had it.
no.
Oh, you
Well,
didn't hear it?
it's a present for me mum,
Right.
but I bought the dog and I'm still there.
So you
at the
bought it for
moment.
yourself, really?
Yeah.
Everyone. But
It's a family dog.
what she does is she'll yawn. And like, let's just say if your hand's like here or something, she'll yawn, move her hand over,
And bite you.
sneakily
Yeah.
bite you. Yeah, she'll try and play off by like a yawn.
I'm just yawning.
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened here? Has Tom kicked something there?
I ain't touched nothing.
I think it's because it's got a screensaver and
Yeah.
you take that off. Apparently, if there were 13 months in a year, then every month would have 28 days in it, and every month the first would be a Monday and the 28th would be a Sunday.
Okay. It's a bit,
Random.
bit too uniform for me, that. To have like set days for the beginning and end of the month.
Bit weird,
I
huh?
like the mix up.
But someone said if you do it that way, there'll be, I think, roughly 11 Friday the 13th.
Oof.
Oh, well, there's about that now, isn't there?
No.
Well,
It's
how
only
many?
about
you've had Friday the
five.
13th, then you got Friday the 15th part 2, then part 3.
You donkey! I was like, is there? I thought it was only meant 2 or 3, something like that.
Yeah, that's
How
what
many
I
is there?
thought as well.
There's loads.
Is there?
The Jason
I didn't
X,
even
which
know.
was part 10. And then you had the Jason versus Freddy. Then you had the remake of the original.
That was good. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, it was
it was
brilliant.
class, wasn't it?
Great film.
You
that.
got a shit review, that.
Well, I like Jason X as well.
Yeah, I did. It was alright. The space one, that.
Space one, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
different,
that.
wasn't it?
It was good.
Where it's just like, he just appears on like VR or whatever, and just appears randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, whoa. Gets a new mask, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes into Uber Jason.
Yeah, big metal mask. It's well cool, that mask. Did you know you can now date an inmate? They've actually got a website called prisondating.co.uk.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about
What?
this.
You click the link, yeah. I'm not signing up, though. But yeah.
Because I know you can write to inmates as well,
because
can't you?
you
Yeah, I know
go
you
through
can
like all
send
your genders
letters.
and blah 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 for signing up, and then you can
Oh, your
chat with
genders.
people that are due to come away to prison within like 6 months' time or something like that. So they
Wow. So like
got a partner.
predating.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
predating.
Yeah. If that was me, I went on to that. I'd get Jane the Slasher or something.
Someone proper serial killerish. Yeah. They'll protect me in a fight.
Oh, had he
That'd
got
be
his
scary, that,
tattoo?
wouldn't it, you know? What have they gone to jail for? Can you ask all that type of question?
No,
or what?
well, I suppose you'd want to know if you were going to date them, wouldn't you?
I thought
Yeah.
inmates couldn't talk to people on the outside, so are they talking?
I don't know.
Computers. They do have computers, you know.
I know, but
If
not
you're not
like
in
talk to the outside world,
PlayStations,
apparently.
everything.
Yeah, if you're in a low security prison, you can have whatever you want. There's no point in you being in prison at that point.
You can come out with qualifications for
Yeah.
like joinery or...
It's weird to think that there's normal people in prison, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that
Yeah.
have done like maybe tax fraud or something like that they didn't even know about.
I
Yeah.
spent
And then
one
they
too
got in
many
jail.
times.
Well,
they're
it's
just
like
innocent,
that. Yeah, it's
minded.
like that. The post office scandal.
Yeah, oh,
People went to prison for that.
Yeah, even though they were told to confess,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you'd get away with it.
Absolutely
Well, get away for it. You wouldn't
Absolutely
be
disgusting.
unpunished.
it was. We talked about that last podcast. Can't talk now. Last podcast we talked about that. Didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did.
Yeah.
Didn't go into great detail, but it was bad.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Did you watch the series yet?
Yeah.
Did you watch it? Yeah.
Watched it, yeah.
good,
Mr.
isn't
Bates
it?
versus the post office.
It is good. Have you watched it?
I've not even heard of it. I didn't know. It
I
was
mean,
a
they
series.
only showed one person who actually committed suicide, but the credits come off at the end.
Yeah.
It tells you there was about 80 odd people.
Was
committed
there?
There was a lot of people.
There was
committed
Oh,
suicide
right.
over it.
It looked like
What-
it was just like 2 or 3.
Was
didn't
this
it?
a
There was
standout
lot.
one then? Because he walked in front of a bus.
It must
That
have been.
was-
I think,
that was-
unless they just chose one to use
Yeah.
to say, look, this is it drove people to this.
What a way to kill you. How would you kill yourself? That's a bit depressing, but how would you go?
I'd jump off the bridge.
Would you? A bridge jumper?
I'd rather go.
Oh, I don't fancy
I
that.
don't know. I wouldn't know.
Because if you have a bridge jumper and you don't die, that's painful.
See,
Well,
I
the road called witness was tall enough. I'm only
couldn't
small.
jump off a bridge. I'm scared of heights.
Oh, it's good.
He'd sit in the middle.
I can't do it. You'd be like that man on that video. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen- Wait. Let me tell you something.
That one was
So
funny, though.
Stu's not a bridge jumper then.
I'm not a bridge jumper.
Wouldn't you be gutted though if you jumped off and like you only like crushed all your bones and now you're crippled? So you're depressed in your head, but you can't do things. You can't even kill yourself anymore.
I'd just be there
You're
like-
just in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
I hate my life.
like
Help me, please. You can't even talk. Can't even tell them.
Oh yeah. You
That'd be even worse.
just there,
that point,
cabbage in the
you'd be
chair.
like,
Please kill me.
you just be like Stephen
That's what's,
Hawking talking
that's
to a
what's going
computer.
through in your head. It's
yeah.
coming out because you can't talk.
No, you can't talk. That'd be horrible. That.
That'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
Until they wire you up and then, AI goes to your brain and says, he's saying kill him.
Nah, it'd be
Hey, yo.
it'd be like RoboCop.
All right, Yvonne.
Just my
Is
sister.
that your sister?
Yeah.
I thought it might have been. Got the same last name.
I'll call her back.
Somebody answer the
I'll
phone.
call her back.
That's doing my head in. That screen keep going off. I don't know why.
Change it now, will you?
What?
Fix it now, will you?
I don't know you two.
More options.
Go on.
Display options, isn't it?
No, you got into
Display settings.
Yeah.
Display.
No.
Scale,
It's
display
scroll,
resolution.
But advanced
Advanced.
display.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's just telling you.
Well, we're wasting time doing this now.
If you go into your main system, there should be something like energy saver.
Yeah, but this ain't very good for the listeners, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Power screen, there it is. Screen and sleep.
Yeah. There you go.
When plugged in, turn off my screen after 1 hour. When plugged in. What do you want to mean? When plugged. Because it's plugged in, it's not a bloody laptop. Are you in bed? It's not going to work without it being plugged in, is it? Connect to a battery pack. That'll do. Shouldn't save it on now. Have you ever seen the unnecessary censorship videos?
The what?
Unnecessary censorship videos?
No.
I'm obsessed with them. Oh, they're fantastic. I showed Adele one the other day. She was in
Let's
stitches.
have a look.
I
I might have, and I just don't know what they are.
don't know how to spell it, so. Censorship. Thingy was good, a Paw Patrol one. Oh, videos. Where's the Paw Patrol one? That was a good one.
Just add Paw Patrol to the end of the search.
He was in the top videos. There it is. Paw Patrol movie.
God.
There we go. It's just basically doing what we do.
Looks like you're in a particularly precarious predicament.
The police, the fire department, everybody. Oh, come on, that's not gas. That's the stuff I've been hauling from coast to coast. That is pure.
Okay, time to clean up this.
Okay, which one of you heads is in
I think I
charge?
know what you're on about.
Ah!
I'm the lead head, Kendra Wilson.
I hear you have a machine that sucks up. Is that
You're
He's wrong,
looking
innit?
at We call it the catcher. It flies around and sucks up then brings them back to the lab so we can study them.
Excellent, excellent.
Marshall! Next time, warn me before you stick up my.
Paw Patrol, my. Yes, sir. Those dogs. Everyone knows you're a cat person. Paw Patrol have me for the last time.
Sorry, did you say something?
In a surprising twist that surprised nobody, the shoddily built upside-down subway turned out to be a steaming hot pile of...
We need to pound the pavement. I'll get my jackhammer.
No, not like that. Pound the pavement means we're gonna need to everyone.
He's rounding up the city, f***ing us in here.
That's terrible.
Do you remember this place?
This is where I you. I know this place reminds you of the worst time in your life. It's also a great place. It's a lot bigger than I remember.
Oh my.
One more try. You did it. I can't believe you me.
How do you feel?
Man.
Look at that. Hey, good at that.
Oh my. That's actually quite good.
All you
That is
doing is
quite
going
good.
like, oh, I'm going to come and you, Tom. just,
yeah.
Just literally bleeping bits that are not even naughty.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And your mind automatically knows what it's meant to be. Just like it's meant to
Just
say.
a kid's movie into a very inappropriate but funny.
There's so many of them. I was just watching them the other day. I was like, they're brilliant. How wrong-minded is everyone to be able to understand what he means? This is where I beeped you. Obviously, it might be found.
It was just the fact, like, because in a lot of the scenes there was like background noise. That one was just quiet. You could just hear what he said. It was like, that's where you.
Did you ever see that goldfish that they found? 67-pound goldfish, world record.
Wow.
So basically, what it is someone got a goldfish, and you know they say it adapts to the area, like the tank size.
It grows to the accommodated its environment.
Yeah, so someone went and threw it in a lake, so it just grew and grew and grew. Someone caught his ass on that.
Oh my god.
67
That's a
pounds.
big boy.
It is big.
You must be wanted.
Just means oh.
Have you ever old but gold I've put here? Have you ever heard of foreign accent syndrome?
No.
Have you? It's a real thing.
I don't know if that means like you know if you go abroad you kind of start.
No, it's an illness.
An illness?
Yeah.
Oh, then no. Yeah,
So
that's
what
cool.
happens is you can like
That keyboard's cool.
you can like bang your head and you can come out of like a mini coma or whatever and
Spanish
just
or
have
something.
an accent of any kind.
What?
There's an English woman that's Chinese accent. He goes, "Hello, my name is the." You're like, what?
Mickey.
But then you've got a Texas woman that speaks English.
Well, I would have thought so.
Full on. Hello. That's that.
That's
I think I don't want to hear my voice.
Don't let the Queen's tongue fool you.
Well, they always are asking me.
So these are from Texas, and the mum talks English.
Lisa Alamia
Oh,
I don't know what
that's
accent
me,
it is.
sorry.
is 100% Texan.
People who don't know me, hey, where are you from? I'm from
Says Brummie, doesn't it?
Oh, where's that? I'm like, we're here in Rosenberg. Oh, you're from here. How'd you talk like that? So that's when the whole story comes up.
6 months ago,
Hey,
Joel
man, is
served
that?
to
That's
fix
crazy,
an
isn't it?
overbite. Changed Lisa's speech too.
I thought she was playing around with me. I thought she was joking with me, but then she showed me that like the doctor had told her she was diagnosed with foreign accent syndrome, and she searched it, and then I was like, oh Lord.
Houston Methodist Sugarland Hospital says in the last 100 years, less than
Imagine if one of us got that.
worldwide
And one
get
day,
this rare
Stu came
disorder
around and he
known
talks
as
differently.
Foreign accent syndrome.
Just talks
Mum
Indian.
is probably the one where...
Oh, you'd be accused of being racist, wouldn't you?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like the
Especially if you were white and you were doing a black sort of like an
Accent
African
from the
thing or
hood.
something.
There we go. A stroke one.
My name is Sarah Colwell. I am 40 years old. I live in Plymouth.
What's that?
Born and bred here in Plymouth. About 5 years ago
She's
now,
actually born and bred in Chippy at Plymouth.
I lived there 5 years now.
Some question
She's
as to whether
speaking
it was
like a
a
Chinese.
severe migraine or an actual stroke event. But whatever it was, have changed my brain activity. So the motor skills and...
Let's talk about that. Hey, bizarre, is that?
That's crazy, that, isn't it?
How can you change your accent from like a stroke and that?
No idea.
So it must be built in. Because some people struggle to imitate an accent.
Because I know sometimes...
So for your brain to be like, I've heard
your
that.
brain adapts to the environment. And it'll like slowly start to change your accent. Like if you're from... Like for the likes of me, from down south, moved up here, slight accent.
Yeah.
You adapt over time, but...
With that, it's like...
change.
Because you've watched some American films or something, maybe if you come out with a stroke, your brain thinks that you're part of that American film type. And that's where the accent comes from, maybe, or something. So you would have to watch a lot of Chinese... Unless you worked as a Chinese chippy driver or something. Do you know what I mean? Where she picked that up from?
Desk, get a chippy.
That's mad. It'd be weird if she talked full Chinese. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, if she was speaking it.
That the full language. You're like, I didn't even know I knew Chinese. What's she saying in Chinese?
I've heard of people having accidents and coming out of, like, say, comas and stuff, and write backwards. Full of English.
Yeah.
But they
write backwards?
But backwards.
As in,
right.
So they just go, like, letter backwards.
Well, if you instead of doing the letter B, for example, so you'll come down and then you'll curve to the right on the bottom of the B.
Yeah.
They'll do it like I would do a D, and then do an A backwards, a C backwards, and a K, and the whole like.
I've heard that somewhere before on like a serial killing thing or something, where like they wrote backwards because they had a brain injury on one side of their head or something.
Yeah.
And it made it. So they write it normal, but it's wrong way.
So if you to reverse it then in a mirror, it'd be full.
Yeah, normal.
That's
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Did you hear about the rugby player that had a brain injury ages ago, and he was gay afterwards?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Sounds like an excuse, like, but
yeah,
he got banged in the head playing rugby, and then after
banged in the
injury, he came out as gay.
So he got banged in the head.
Ouch. It's mad that, though, isn't it? What a brain can do.
That is crazy.
So being gay is just something in your head, isn't it? Like, if you get banged, you could become gay. That's weird.
Yeah.
You get banged and then you'd like to be banged.
Too far.
Too much talking about getting banged here.
I know, yeah, there definitely is, yeah. I've got here, based on what you were saying earlier about worst places and best places, where are the best and worst accents in the UK? So what are you guessing is the number one worst accent?
Essex.
Essex? Interesting.
I wouldn't say it's bad, but a lot of people just say Essex is bad, so like a rough area.
So the number one worst accent. The least attractive, sorry. Not the worst, the least attractive accent.
In England? Did you say in England or UK?
Yeah.
I'd say Cockney.
No. I'll say around Sutton area now.
Tom's.
So number one, Brummie. Brummie is the least attractive.
I was going to say that.
Do you know, I was going to say Brummie, but I thought
because
it's
Brummie.
not that bad of an accent.
Sorry to Sir Hime's dad.
I was going to say Brummie as well, because, I mean, I'm not too keen on the accent itself, but I always thought there was something else.
Well, listen, I mean, we've spoken to Luke from Blue Nation, and great, isn't it?
He is.
He's got quite a thick accent, like.
Yeah. Number two is Scouse, the least attractive.
Wow.
Number three, Mancunian. 4, Cockney. And 5, Glaswegian. So now do you want to hear the top 5 attractive accents?
Go on.
In the UK.
Newcastle.
No. For number one?
No.
That's almost Brummie to me.
Newcastle, nowhere near.
Is like quite a... what's he doing? No, that is Brummie, isn't it? I'm trying to think of Newcastle now.
It's kind of hard.
Well, yeah, man.
That's almost Welsh, isn't it, as well?
They're a bit Scottish.
Well, yeah, man.
Brummie.
Yeah. I'm trying to do accents. I'm going to get Newcastle syndrome, whatever it's called. Now, number one is Southern Irish. Is the most attractive accent in the UK.
Northern Irish, you can't even understand them.
Number 2 is RP. What is that?
RP. Royal Palace?
Republic Island, something like that.
Republic. Yeah.
RP. What is RP?
Huh?
And number 3 is Welsh. How's Welsh most attractive?
Nah.
Bloody awful.
They're sheep shaggers.
It's not attractive accents at all, is it?
No, it really isn't.
Number 4, Yorkshire. Yorkshire? And number 5, West Country.
West Country.
West Country.
That's like Norfolk.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the accent.
West Country, I'd say, is like near Somerset.
Oh no! Yes. Sorry. Yeah. I was on the
Somerset
wrong way. Yeah, it's like Devon and stuff like that.
Right. Well, what are you doing?
What? I was from Somerset area.
All right. It's just dancing in corners to himself. What's going on here?
You two got to deal with the Scouse being what, number 2 at the worst.
Yeah. I'm not Scouse. I'm from Wigan. I'm just not on any list. I could be classed as Yorkshire, I suppose. Yorkshire.
Aye, lass. Aye.
Yeah. Sainsbury's are now classing yoghurt as a main in the meal deal. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
Yay.
A main for
Yeah,
a yoghurt.
A yoghurt is a main now.
No,
when you say
that's ridiculous.
When you say a yogurt, like you know, like a decent sized pot.
You know them yogurts with little crispy things on top.
Yeah,
yeah. Dessert.
Like biscuits or broken biscuits or nuts or something.
They're classing it as the main. No. That's cheeky,
that's
that,
a cop out, isn't it?
It is. So what'd you get for your dessert now?
Chocolate.
1 grape.
A sandwich.
I bet you can't even get a chocolate bar anymore. A packet of crisps. That's ridiculous.
Everything's just becoming absolutely ridiculous now.
Yeah, definitely. We've sent a new probe to the moon. Have you seen it?
Nope.
No.
They've called it Slim. But it's got less technology than an iPhone 14 on it.
Is it going to the shady side of the
why spend all
moon?
that money sending something to the moon and then
probably just
don't upgrade the technology?
Cheap.
Probably because they probably don't need to. They only need to do certain things.
Well, they do because they lost connection.
Well, if it's resembling an old iPhone, that makes sense.
They've not.
It's only,
They've not managed to get connection to it yet.
Say maybe they've not got 5G capability.
Yeah, on the moon, signals poor. Yeah. I wonder what signal you could get on the moon, because isn't it satellites and that?
Radio, we'd probably get radio.
What could you get?
Yeah, analog. It'll be analog, probably.
Analog, yeah, old analog.
Could you?
Is it gone to the shady side of the moon, though?
I don't know where it's gone.
You won't get anything on the other side.
The probe's called Slim.
You're not going to find it, are you? Japan's also become the 5th country to land on the moon. Do you see that?
Brilliant.
I thought Japan was one of the first 2.
No,
because I know America was the first.
You're probably thinking of China or something. You're just racist. All Asians the same. I'm on to you.
No, I just thought they were.
What was that? You can't say that, Tom.
You timed that perfect.
That's disgusting.
Joe, you timed that perfect.
No. I think you should cut to a break here and have words with Tom.
Didn't say nothing, just to clarify.
I know, yeah.
I thought they were one of the first few nations, because I know America was the first. Because they were in a race against a different country, but I actually can't remember the country. It could have been China for all I know.
Even India's gone to the moon, haven't they?
Yeah.
It
was 4th, because that was recent.
That was recent, yeah. That was over the last few months.
So, who is the 5 then? We've got UK class, there's one. Or is it
I don't
America?
think we've gone the moon.
America was
so
first,
America
was first.
China. You got Russia.
Oh, it was Russia.
China,
India.
Yeah, India and Japan. That's all 5.
Yeah. It was Russia they were
Hey,
against.
crap, are we?
China.
Why have we not sent someone?
I don't think our continent's not big enough, really, is it?
They got landing pad in Scotland now, haven't they? So
have they?
We're ready. We're ready if it's send one.
Maybe it's in the books then.
Might
Could
be.
be.
We'll borrow some money off Elon to get a rocket.
Put one of our stickers on the side of the rocket.
Yeah, sponsored by Get Fact. Aliens searching us up on Spotify.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Sending us emails. Just want to shout out to Urglu from the Andromeda Galaxy.
What's he looking at?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to us.
Well, I have got more, but shall we wrap it up? That's been like 2 hours. You need to get home as well, haven't you, Tom?
Yeah, Tom's got to get home. He's,
yeah.
Not only that, I'm in a tournament that I'm losing.
Before he gets told off.
Poker tournament.
How much money have I got now? I've lost $7,000.
Oh.
1,800. So I'm $7,000 down already. I haven't even played yet. That'll be me till 3 a.m. now.
Is that real money or?
Yeah, real money. Yeah. look at the prize, $500,000.
He's just lost $7,000. I wish
no, it's chips, isn't it? So I've got 100,000 chips, and I'm down to 93.
I was just say I wouldn't be so calm if I lost $7,000.
No. All in total, it's £2 because I went from £2 to £20 to £560.
So you could have cashed that money out?
No, because it was a tournament ticket.
Ah,
So,
right.
to get into the tournament, it would have been £560, but I got a ticket. The golden ticket.
No, it's okay.
So now I need to get first place, so I get 500 grand.
Be nice, that wouldn't it?
Well, it would. Even if it came like top 5, I'd get something good. Or even top 10. Top 10, you'd probably get £1,000, something like that. So that'd be good. Bring it on.
You get some money at least.
Yeah. I'll still be awake when the missus comes home at 3 a.m. in the morning. on phone like this. You're addicted. I know. Right, shall we wrap it up then?
Yeah.
Right. If you want to email us, go to contact@getfact.co. And for our website, it's www.getfact.co. And send some emails in because we've not had any for a while.
No, we haven't.
No. So, yeah, that's all. Goodbye.
That's all from me.
See you later.
That's all from me. Adios.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Bye.
Ciao bella.
Goodbye.
Ciao bella.